Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Well, good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Ossian, Indiana for IHSAA Sectional 23 Championship Night between the Marion Giants and the Mississinewa Indians. Dalton Bishop again with you for hopefully an Indian Sectional Championship title to end the drought of 64 years without a sectional title. Already a lot of fans filing in to Norwell here tonight. The Indians and the Giants arrived about the same time, about an hour ago, and there were already fans inside the building lined up outside waiting to get into the gymnasium because that is how big this basketball game is. Again, you have the Mississinewa Indians and the Marion Giants ready to battle tonight. Cool note about that is Marion and Mississinewa sit 6 miles apart from each other, although they got to drive 45 minutes away to decide who's going to be your Sectional 23 champion. For Coach Everett and the Indians, they are fired up and ready to go. The community surrounding them, a lot of red and white in the building here this evening to our side, and across from us you also have a lot of red and white. They've kind of separated it into sections. On one half of the gymnasium you have red and white of Indian fans, and on the other half you have purple and gold with the Giant fans. The Indians are unable to take the court until 7:10, I believe. So about 9 minutes the Indians will be able to take the floor for pregame warm-ups and get things underway here from Norwell High School. Again, this is a huge game for Coach Everett and the Indians. Of course, as many of you know, a couple of months ago the Indians struggled to get over the hump, just couldn't take the lid off the basket, turned the ball over, gave up a lot of offensive rebounds. They just struggled all night long to take on the Marion Giants at the Bill Green Athletic Arena in Marion. So it was kind of a disappointing start to the second half of the season for Coach Everett and the Indians as they went on a 6-game winning streak. Then they met up with Marion, and boy, was that an eye-opener for Coach Everett and the team. But the good news is for the Indians, in the Marion game, they did not have senior Jared May. Tonight, Jared May will be in the lineup, and he will start to take on the Marion Giants. Jared May provides a lot of offensive awareness and defensive awareness, and just he has the basketball IQ that you need in a high school basketball game, especially with this type of hype. On Tuesday, we'll just recap how we got to tonight. On Tuesday, Marion met with Belmont. Belmont took them all the way to the third quarter. At the end of 3, it was a 2-point game in the fourth quarter. The Giants just ran away with it and ended up defeating Belmont 71-50. On Tuesday, the night following the Marion win, the Indians took on the Heritage Patriots in what was a very good basketball game. Last few seconds of the game, senior Jared May took over, drove inside, had a shot off the glass and in, and the Indians win 33-32. And then last night, the Marion Giants played the host of this tournament, Norwell, on their home floor and annihilated them, winning 75-52. They had control of the entire basketball game. And then following that game, the Indians took the floor to take on Fort Wayne Bishop Luers, and it was a pretty close game through the first quarter, and then the second through fourth quarters, the Indians took off and ran away with it and controlled most of that basketball game, and they won. And so tonight, you have Marion and Mississinewa to play for the Sectional 23 title. And we are ready to go here on behalf of the Tribe TV crew. We are excited. for Indians basketball. Last night, Tabit Galt led the Indians in scoring with 16 points, then with Jared May with 15. Those two seniors will need to pick things up where they left off last night and continue their dominating performances. Tabit Galt is something like 14 of 15 from the free throw line this week, an unbelievable percentage from the line for Tabit, who's done an outstanding job this week at the free throw line. We'd like to see Tabit get to the line quite a few more times here tonight and capitalize on the mistakes that Marion make. So it's going to be a fun basketball game. You know, these two teams are arch rivals, have been for many years, ever since, I can remember. Well, I'm not very old, but, I can date back to a lot of times of my grandparents and my parents just telling me good stories about Mississinewa and Marion, and now the Indians take the floor for championship night of Sectional 23, and the Indian fans to their feet, and they cheer on their Indians. They are ready to go. And here come the Giants, and now the Giant fans to their feet, and they are being booed by the Indian faithful. So this is an unbelievable atmosphere. If you're not here, you are missing out. I'm just telling you now. If you're not here at Norwell High School, you are missing out. And if the Indians make it to the regional, we would like to see you there, because that regional will be played at Marion High School. This place is fired up. You have the Giant fans, the Indian fans. Neither of the two teams really like each other when they're on the court. When they're off the court, no problem, of course. So tonight, we are ready. 19 minutes before we tip things off from Ossian, Indiana. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and come back and talk more Indian Giant basketball. This is IHSAA Sectional 23 Championship Night, live from Norwell High School in Ossian, Indiana. Welcome back to Norwell High School in Ossian, Indiana for championship night of IHSAA Sectional 23 in Class 3A between the Marion Giants and the Mississinewa Indians. Obviously, as you can see on your screen, you can't see the whole gym, but you can see most of it. You've got a lot of purple and gold on one half of the arena, and on the other side, you have a lot of red and white. The Indians and the Giants are ready to clash here tonight. The injury report is good for the Indians. Larry Dean, of course, had hurt his finger on Monday night before they started sectionals on Tuesday. He's okay. He's played both nights, and he's going to play again here tonight. For the Marion Giants, Karan Howard battling with a sore right ankle. He's in the lineup going to play as he has all week. Jalen Blackman has battled a wrist injury. He's fine. He's ready to go. But Colton Randolph, battling a leg injury, will not play for the Giants. He is out at least 2 more weeks. So if Colton Randolph wants to play again this season, then the Giants are going to have to continue to win. So that's your injury report. The Indians are healthy, and the Giants are without Colton Randolph. Both teams warming up on their respective sides of the court. Keys to victory for the Marion Giants. I think if you're the Giants, you want to get the ball, and you want to get out and run and gun if you are Marion, because the Indians, you know, Marion, that's how they've had their success this year, is just getting out in the open and running and gunning because of their speed. They're so quick that teams struggle to keep up with their quickness. Not only do you have a very good freshman in Jalen Blackman who can see the floor like nobody else that I've ever seen, you also have J.K. Thomas who can really get inside and penetrate. And for 5'8", J.K. Thomas plays like he's about 6'5". He is just very aggressive getting to the basket. And also Latrell Simpson, a sophomore, can really stroke it from long range, and he is a very good shooter for the Marion Giants. So the Giants need to get out in transition. Also, Marion needs to get second chance opportunities on missed shots. They would like to box out, get a couple of second chance opportunities, and score. So we'll come back and have keys to the game for the Indians. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School, Ossian, Indiana. Keys to victory for the Ole Miss Indians. First and foremost, make Marion play your style of basketball. Make them guard you in the half court, because they would rather guard you in the full court. But hopefully tonight for the Indians, they have to guard you in the half court where the Indians can run their offensive sets and get some easy buckets. Also, the Indians, another key to victory, you have to box out. You absolutely have to box out. On Tuesday, we saw the Indians kind of struggle with boxing Heritage out. Heritage, I think, like I said last night, had a possession where they had 5 or 6 offensive rebounds. They had 7 opportunities to put the ball in the basket. And, of course, on the 7th opportunity, they finally did put it in the basket. Also, the third key to victory for the Indians, take care of the basketball. When the Indians have struggled this year, they have turned the ball over. So we would like to see them take care of it here tonight. I think another key for Mississinewa is you just got to contain Jalen Blackman, because when Jalen gets going, then it's not a very good sight if you're an Indian fan. Because when Jalen Blackman got going in the second half at Marion, he's hit 6 consecutive straight threes in that basketball game. Scored 18 straight points. And that was all she wrote, because once he hit one, they came in bunches, and that was game over for the Indians. I think it'll be a little bit different of a story here tonight. You're on a neutral court. You have some of the best officials in the business. About 10.5 minutes before we take our national anthem timeout break, and we meet the starters. Just a final from the Big Ten tournament. Number 8 seeded Purdue beats Penn State 78-70, so they will advance in play tomorrow. A big win for the Boilermakers. Also in Grant County High School basketball, you have the Eastbrook Panthers at home against Tipton to try to bring home a sectional title. So Eastbrook is at home for their sectional, taking on Tipton. Tonight, obviously, you have Mississinewa and Marion. Elsewhere, and at Manchester, you have the Oak Hill Golden Eagles. So it would be nice to be able to say Mississinewa, Marion, Eastbrook, and Oak Hill could take home a title here tonight. But unfortunately, one of these two Grant County teams will be playing next week at Marion for the regional, and the other one season will be ending. The Indians will dress Cade Campbell tonight, the sophomore guard. Well, while we have a minute, we'll go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout. Come back and hear the comments of head coach Andrew Everts. This is IHSAA Sectional 23 live from Norwell High School. Welcome back to our pregame show. Coach Everts with us. Coach, you come in 2 wins under your belt during the sectional tournament. Tonight you get Marion, a team that you're very familiar with. Just kind of talk to us a little bit about what you know about this Marion team.
They're a good team. They're an athletic bunch. They do some things defensively, I think, that'll give us fits. Obviously, they can score as well. They got a couple guys in double figures. Leading the way is Jalen Blackman, who's having a phenomenal freshman season. They're a tough basketball team. They really are.
Coach, you played them a couple of months ago at their place. Obviously, probably one of your worst games of the year. You didn't have Jared May. He's back. And now with 6 or 7 games under his belt, do you feel like with Jared being back, there's kind of a sense of calmness with this basketball team?
Yeah, there is. And I don't think that's why it's going to change tonight, though. I just think our guys are ready. They're locked in. They understand the moment. We had some growing pains in that first game. Once we found out, mid-third quarter that we weren't going to win, our guys started to pout a little bit, and they really took it to us. So it was a learning experience, knowing now that it's for the sectional championship and there's no next game if we give up. I think our guys will respond really well. But he is going to help us. He's just going to help guys make good decisions under pressure.
How big of a win would it be for your program and just the community? It's been 64 years.
I mean, it would be so huge. I can't even imagine. It's hard for me to even answer that. Our community is so hyped right now with just us playing in this game. If we were able to get the win, it would be so fun. And I hope it happens because our guys deserve it. They're great kids. They've worked incredibly hard. I'm just excited to see how things play out tonight.
Who starts tonight for the Indians?
We're going to go with the same group. We're going to go Horton, Swanner, May, Martin, and Galt.
Coach, thanks for your time. Hopefully we'll talk to you after a sectional championship win.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Andrew Everts, head coach of the Mississinewa Indians. We're back in 2 minutes on the Tribe Sports Network. At this time, we're going to go ahead and let you listen to the school fight songs of the Giants and the Indians. Welcome back to Norwell High School. As you just heard, school songs have been played. We are now 2 minutes and 15 seconds away from championship night being underway. The Indians and the Giants. The Indians have lived for this moment all season long, and now the Giants back out on the floor. And I'm sure the Giants are ready to go. They've definitely had the experience and the success over the past few years. The Indians have not. Marion, 67 sectional titles, Mississinewa 2. It would sure be nice for Coach Everett and the Indians to get number 3 tonight. Well, we'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back with the starters and the national anthem. This is championship night from Norwell High School.
Restrooms are located at the north and south ends of the gym, and concessions can be located in the main lobby at the south end. At this time, I ask that you please rise and remove all hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Let's meet the starters for both teams for the Marion Giants. Starting at one guard, a 6'1 freshman, number 0, Jalen Blackman. At another guard, a 6'4 senior, number 5, Ty Whitfield. At one forward, 6'5 senior, number 10, Dre Aguilar. At another guard, a 5'8 sophomore, number 15, J.K. Thomas. And in the middle, a 6'7 junior, number 34, Karan Howard. Now the starters for the Mississinewa Indians. Starting at one guard, a 6' senior, number 10, Jared May. At another guard, a 6'1 junior, number 22, Anthony Horton. A third guard position, 6' senior, number 12, Jalen Martin. At a fourth guard position, a 6' freshman, number 40, Landon Swanner. And in the middle for the Indians, 6'6 senior, number 42, Tabit Galt. The Indians are coached by Andrew Everts. The Giants are coached by James Blackman Sr. Tap control, Giants 2-point shot on the way, no good. A rebound pulled down by Tabit Galt. The Indians with their first chance. Here's Jared May. Across the timeline, driving inside, May. Shot up, put it in! Mississinewa on the board and with their first 2 points of the game. 20 seconds in, the Indian fans to their feet after that one. Defensive pressure from Martin. He guards J.K. Thomas, dishes it off. Here's Aguilar. Driving inside, Aguilar knocks May to the floor, no call. Karan Howard shot, no. Rebound, Swanner to the board, and a foul going against the Giants. This foul goes against Giant number 5, Ty Whitfield, his first and team's first. Here comes the full court press from the Giants. Horton with the basketball. Anthony going to work the ball across the timeline. Here's Anthony. The right wing. Horton with it. Galt gets knocked to the floor. Now Martin. Here's Horton with it. Anthony hands it off Swanner. Swanner thought about pulling it from the free throw line. Now he'll get it to May. May inside Galt. Galt in the corner. Martin, free. No. And a rebound comes down to Aguilar. Jared May is now 10 points away from 1,000 with that layup a minute ago. Here's Blackman with it, top of the key. Indians extend in their 2-3 zone. Here's Aguilar. Dre to Howard. Howard kicks it out. J.K. Thomas, 3 on the way for J.K. No good. Rebound, Tabbitt Galt. And he hands it off to May. Pushing it up the court. Here's Horton. Anthony driving inside. Now decides to bring it back out. Tabbitt Galt inside. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession going to Mississinewa because the Giants won the tip. Latrell Simpson into the lineup for the Giants. He replaces Ty Whitfield. Another shooter coming in for Marion because the Indians are in a 2-3 zone. Swanner to trigger the inbound. Here's Swanner. Gets it to Galt. Galt, 2-pointer up off the glass. No. Fighting for the rebound, and it's pulled down by Ray Aguilar. Back the other way. 3 on the way from Simpson. No good. Howard pulls down the offensive rebound. Jalen Blackman 3 is good. Here's Horton. Anthony with it. Anthony hands it off to Swanner. Now Swanner, defended by Blackman. Behind, backdoor pass to May. No, but a blocking foul going to be called, and he will, I think, go to the line.
Count it.
It should be goaltending because the ball was already on the backboard before it was hit.
Count it.
Let's see. Let's see what they are going to say. Basket is good for Jared May. So Jared May with 8 points and a chance to make it 7 away from 1,000. He's already has 4, and he might have all 5 of the Indians after this free throw attempt. Free throw for May. Up. Good. Jared May with 5 points, and he is now 7 points away from 1,000. Here is Blackman. Cross court to J.K. Thomas. Thomas driving baseline. Wild shot up, but he put it in. Here's Horton. Horton with it. Anthony hands it off. Here's Swanner. Swanner to Martin. Now Swanner. Swanner inside, kicks it out. Corner. Martin 3. No. Back the other way. Here is Jalen Blackman. Inside, ball batted away. Somehow it ends up in the hands of Ray Aguilar. And the Giants take back the lead at 7-5. Here's May. Over to Horton. Anthony across the timeline, working. Indians going to go to the half-court offense. Here's Anthony. Horton gets a screen from Galt. Horton, spin move, kicks it out. Swanner, 3 on the way is no good. That one way off the mark. Indians 0 of 3 from downtown. Here's Blackman, pull up 3 from the parking lot, put it in. 10-5. Giants in the lead. Now here's May. Gets a screen. Jared driving, floater, in and out, rebound. Fought for. It's going to be out of bounds, staying with the Indians. These rims are very tight. That should have been another 2 for Jared, but it rolled around the rim and came out. Now May will inbound the trigger the inbound rather. Here's Horton to Swanner. Landon in the corner. Horton should have pulled a 3, no, but he's fouled, and he's going to be fouled on the floor by Giant number 34, Karan Howard. That's going to be Howard's first. It's the team's third. Tyrese Cobb checks into the lineup for the Giants. He wears number 1. First time I've seen this all year, a player with 2 different colored shoes. Jared May to inbound, gets it to Tabbitt Galt. Now here's May in the corner, 3 for Jared May, in and out. Again, somehow the ball not dropping. Here's Blackman in the corner, Simpson fakes a 3, steps back, no, rebound Martin. Now Horton. Here's Anthony over to Swanner. Swanner driving inside. Layup. No. Knocked to the floor. No call. Back the other way come the Giants. Here's J.K. Thomas pull up 2. No. And a rebound off the hands of Tyrese Cobb. And it's staying with the Indians. Heisman Schemes checks into the lineup for the Indians. His first minutes of the game. A couple of the first 5 good minutes so far out of Landon Swanner. Here's Horton. The full court press. Now Martin to Tabit Galt. Tabit driving inside, uses his body, and missed it. Not a very good shot. Back the other way come the Giants. Here's Cobb, hands it off Blackman, another 3, no. Rebound Jalen Martin. Here's Schemes. Now to Horton, up court, here's Jared May. Back to Horton. Anthony, top of the key, gonna work it, over to Heisman Schemes. Now hands it off Galt. Hand off to Horton. Now he's gonna fake the handoff to Martin. Now he passes it over to Jared. Here's Heisman. Into Horton. Anthony between the legs dribble. Thought about pulling up for a 3. Goes in the corner to Schemes. Drives around Blackman. Kicks it out. Martin for 3. No. He's 0 for 3. Rebound to Marion. Good looks for Jalen Martin. The shooters will keep shooting. Blackman looked like he walked. And it's taken away. Here's Jalen Martin knocked to the floor. To jump ball or timeout, Mississinewa. So good hustle from Jalen Martin, timeout Mississinewa. 10-5, 2:50 left, first quarter. We're back in 30 seconds. This is championship basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. Indians with the basketball. It's 10-5. The Indians go with Jared May, Anthony Horton, Heisman Schemes, Jalen Martin, and Tabit Galt, the 5 for the Indians. Here's Horton to May. Back over to Anthony Horton. Inside Galt, kicks it out. Schemes for 3. Got it! Heisman Schemes connects on a 3. In the lead, back to 2 at 10-8. The Indians are within 2 points. Here's Blackman, back to J.K. Thomas. Now Blackman, J.K. pull up 3, got it. Here's Horton, across the timeline. Anthony in the corner, Schemes for a second consecutive 3, no. Rebound and a foul on Tabit Galt. That's gonna be Galt's first. Here's Blackman. Jalen over to Tyrese Cobb. Now Thomas. Inside Aguilar. Aguilar out to Thomas. 3 on the way. In and out. Rebound Aguilar. Shot up. No. Rebound. Fought for Aguilar again. Shot up. Count it. And the foul. Let's see who they're going to get for the foul. Fouls on Indian number 10, Jared May. His first. Team's second. I thought Aguilar took a couple of extra steps there. Dre Aguilar at the line for 1 for the Giants. It's 15-8, Giants with the lead. Aguilar. Free throw up is a brick and a rebound to May. Here's Horton. Indians going to go on the half-court offense again. Anthony to Heisman. Schemes, gets a screen from May. Now wants to drive with it behind the back. He goes to Jared May. Now Horton. Anthony dribbling, hands it off to Jared May. May to Horton. Almost lost control. Now May, pull up 2 for Jared May. Got it! Jared May. He is now 5 away from 1,000. He's got 6 tonight. Aguilar kicks it out. Simpson, 3. Simpson's 3, no good. Rebound, Tabit Galt. Here's Jared May to Anthony Horton. 15-10, 50 seconds to play in the first. Here's Jalen Martin. Horton to Martin. 3 for Jalen Martin is good. That one was nothing but net. Timeout Marion, a 5-0 Mississinewa run, and the Indian fans come to their feet. With 35 seconds left in the first, 15-13. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. A Mississinewa 5-0 run causes Coach Blackman and the Giants to take a timeout. 15-13, 35 seconds to play in the first quarter. Here's Jalen Blackman. Blackman going to work it across half court, swings it over to J.K. Thomas. Thomas back over to Blackman. Jalen defended by Horton. Here's Thomas. The Indians still in a 2-3 zone. J.K. to Aguilar in the corner. Here's Latrell Simpson driving inside. Pass to Aguilar. Shot blocked by Bounds, and Jared May takes it away. The Indians going to have a chance to tie or take the lead to end the first. 7-6. May crossover move. 3. Jared kicks it out. Horton at the buzzer. No good. But at the end of 1, it's 15-13 Giants with a 2-point lead. We're back in 1 minute with second quarter action from Norwell High School. This is Sectional 23 basketball action live from Norwell High School. Welcome back to Norwell High School. Marion going to have the basketball to start the second quarter, and we are underway here in the second. Here's Blackman. Shoves Skeens right to the floor. Now he's going to pull up for 3 and hit it. Here's Swanner to Horton. Back to Swanner. 5-point lead for the Giants. Here's Anthony. Back over to Swanner. Landon brings it out top of the key. Goes over to Horton. Horton to Swanner. Swanner driving around. Now wants to bring it back out to Horton, and he does. Now Jared May in the corner. Heisman Skeens. Skeens to May. May, floater, up, no. Not a very good shot. May have had some contact, but no call. J.K. Thomas inside. Goes into Tabit Galt and put it in. Here's Skeens. Heisman to Jared May. May, cross court to Horton. Now Swanner. 7-point lead for the Giants. Horton pull up three. Got it! Anthony Horton from downtown. It's 20-16, a 4-point lead. Here's Blackman, cross court to J.K. Thomas. Now back to Blackman. Blackman, floater, inside. Good defense by the Indians. Here's Horton. Anthony goes up. Put it in! Anthony Horton with 5 consecutive points, and here come the Indians. It's 20-18. J.K. Thomas drives to the baseline, kicks it out, and throws it into the stands, and it's going to be Indian basketball. Tyrese Cobb checks in, and J.K. Thomas, nope, it's going to be Latrell Simpson taking a seat for the Giants. Here's Horton, goes back to May. May across half court, over to Horton. Anthony, spin move, around, lost control, gets it back. Tabit Galt off the glass, no. Good hustle by Anthony Horton. Tabit Galt over 3 from the floor. Blackman inside to Aguilar, shot up and in. Here's Skeens. Heisman gets a screen now. Here's Anthony Horton. 22-18. Horton to Swanner, over to Heisman. Skeens. Heisman to Tabit Galt. 3 from Tabit Galt, no good. It looked good from the release. Now Blackman. Blackman shoving off on Horton. Thomas to Aguilar. Now to Blackman. In the corner, Tyrese Cobb. Here's Aguilar, kicks it out. J.K. Thomas for 3. Got it! Here's Horton. Anthony. To Skeens. Heisman. To Jared May. Lead back to 7 for Marion. Horton drives baseline, goes up. No, but he's fouled. Foul's going against Giant number 10, Dre Aguilar. It's going to be his first, team's 4th, and Anthony Horton will go to the line. Anthony's first free throw is up and good. Anthony 3 of 3 this week from the free throw line. After going 8 of 16 when playing Marion the first time. Here's the second free throw for Anthony Horton. Second one's up and in and out. It looked good. Back the other way comes Marion with Jalen Blackman. Here's Blackman. Blackman with it, pulls up for 3, and it's an air ball and out of bounds. Or 25-19 and a timeout, Mississinewa. I believe it is going to be a 30. We'll double check. It is definitely a timeout for Mississinewa, and it's a full timeout. So 25-19, 4:34 left in the second quarter. We're back in 1 minute. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. There's 4:34 left in the first half. At the end of one quarter of play, Eastbrook and Tipton are tied at 17 apiece. Indians are going to have the basketball. Here's Anthony Horton. Gets across half court and goes in the corner to Swanner. Ball batted away, taken away by J.K. Thomas. Here's Cobb. Cobb inside. And they're going to get a foul on the floor. Let's see. Foul's going to be on number 40, Landon Swanner, his first, team's third. Jalen Blackman triggered the inbounds pass. Here's Thomas. J.K. gets a screen from Howard, pulls up for three, goes up with a wild shot and put it in. Here is Horton, 28-19. Anthony goes in the corner to Swanner. Swanner to Bounds. Bounds up. No, blocked from Howard. Fouls on Indian number 12, Jalen Martin, his first, team's fourth. Tabit Gall in for the Indians. Here's Blackman to Tyrese Cobb. Cobb dribbles around, hands it off to Thomas. Here's Cobb. And good defense from Martin, knocks it away from Thomas. Jared May comes in. Thomas. Here's Whitfield. Indians trail by 9. Here's Blackman. Over to Cobb. Here's Whitfield. In the corner, Cobb. Cobb, pull up three, is an air ball. Howard there to get the board and put it in. A double-digit lead for the Giants, 30-19, 11 points. Here's Martin, back to Skeens. Heisman inside Galt, inside to Bounds. Bounds goes up, but they're going to get a foul. Let's see who the foul's going on. Foul is against Giant number 34, Karan Howard, his second. Elijah Bounds at the line to shoot 2. Free throw for Bounds is up and good. One more for Bounds. Second one up, and no good. Here's Thomas in the corner. Simpson, 3. No. Rebound over the back. Should have been called. Now Blackman for 3. Got it. And Mississinewa going to take a timeout. 33-20. 2:32 left in the first half. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. 33-20. Giants with a 13-point lead. Here's Skeens. to May. Now Martin. Cross court to Heisman Skeens. Skeens to May. Jared with it. Inside. Now to Martin. Out to Galt. Tabbitt to Heisman Skeens to the baseline. Tabbitt Galt for three. No. Inside, J.K. Thomas. Shot up. No. But a rebound by Aguilar up. Count it and a foul. Tay McClung will check in. Anthony Horton also will come back in. Dre Aguilar will be at the line for one shot. Not a very good free throw shooter, but doesn't mean he can't hit it. This one's up and banked in. 16-point lead for the Giants. Here's May to Horton. Horton back over to May. May to Horton. Horton inside, kicks it out. Heisman Skeens for three. Got it! 2 of 3 from downtown is Skeens. It's 13 now. Here's Blackman. Over to Thomas. Back to Blackman. Blackman lost control, loses it, and now Simpson picks it up. Luttrell to Aguilar. Aguilar to Howard. Lost the ball. It's Indian basketball. Number 30, Connor Wilson in for the first time for the Indians. Jalen Martin checks out. May inbounding. Here's Horton. Anthony across half court. Here's Horton. Gets a screen. Now Wilson over to Skeens. Heisman to Horton. Hands it off McClung. Back over. Here is May. Swings it to Heisman Skeens in the corner. Skeens driving baseline. Kicks it out McClung. Spin move. Nice move. Goes up. Count it! And the foul for Tay McClung. That's McClung's first basket of the game, and now he'll be at the line to cut it to 10 if he can hit this free throw. And he don't. And a tap out. Here's Heisman Skeens. Now Wilson. Wilson driving inside. Here's McClung. Kicks it out. Jared May. Free throw line. May. Floater up. Count it! And the foul! Jared May. 3 points away from 1,000. The Indians were down 15, and they're going to make it being only down 8 after Jared May connects on this free throw. Free throw up by May, and it's good. 2 away from 1,000 is Jared May. Here's Blackman. Indian fans to their feet. Here's Thomas inside, shot up. No. Rebound McClung. Here's Connor Wilson. Now Jared May. This could be 1,000. May to Skeens. Inside, Skeens goes up. And it's going to be jump ball. Possession staying with the Indians. Wouldn't it be something to see Jared May hit 1,000 before halftime? Tyrese Cobb in. Aguilar out. That's 3 fouls on Dre Aguilar. Here's Wilson. Connor. He's got to get it in. He does. Here's McClung. Back to May. May with 13. May with 12. He's going to try to get 1,000. May being fouled. No call. Thomas layup. Missed the layup. Here's Horton. 2-1. Horton floater at the buzzer. No good. At the end of the first half, 36-28. We're back in just a few minutes with halftime stats. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. Halftime stats for the Mississinewa Indians. 9 of 26 from the floor for 34%. From three-point range, 4 of 13 for 30%. That's the way the Indians' scoring goes as a team. We'll be back in 1 minute with individual scoring. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. Individual scoring for Mississinewa. Jared May with 10, he is now 2 points from 1,000. Anthony Horton with 6. Heisman Skeens with 6. Jalen Martin with 3. Tay McClung with 2. And Elijah Bounds with 1. That's the way the scoring goes. We'll be back in just a few moments with the second half. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. Just a couple of halftime scores. At the halftime break, Tipton leads Eastbrook 32-29, and Oak Hill all over Cass 33-12. So it looks like the Oak Hill Golden Eagles are headed in the right direction to pick up a sectional championship. And here at Norwell, the Indians playing very good basketball. Just the Marion Giants are red hot from deep right now. So we've got one more half of basketball to determine who will be your sectional 23 champions. Here we go. 8 minutes on the clock. 16 more minutes of basketball to be played. It's going to be Marion basketball. They're going to move from right to left. They're in their road purple uniforms trimmed in gold. Here is Aguilar dribbling for some odd reason at the top of the key. Now Blackman floater up. No good. Aguilar the rebound. Shot up, and it is going to be a jump ball, and it's Mississinewa basketball. So good defense there by the Indians and Tabit Galt. A bucket here would be huge for the Indians. Again, Jared May just 2 away from 1,000. Here's Horton, crossed half court, goes over to Jared May. Now Horton, inside Tabit Galt, being hacked, no call, out to Swanner. Swanner, baseline, shot up, was fouled for some reason, no call. It's being called at one end and not the other. Here's J.K. Thomas, shot up, no. And Howard going to knock it out of bounds. It's Indian basketball. Here's Horton. Anthony gets a screen. Floater up for Horton. No, gets knocked to the floor. No call. Here's Blackman. Gets a screen. Now goes over to Latrell Simpson from the parking lot. No. You've got to be kidding me. Jared May had Dre Aguilar boxed out, and then Aguilar goes over his back, gets the rebound, and the official, it looks like he didn't see a single thing. Here's Horton in the corner, Martin. Thought about a three, now goes out to May. Cross-court Horton. Now Swanner. Landon with it. Here's Tabit Galt. Hands it off to Anthony Horton. Now Swanner. Over to Martin, now May. Back over to Jalen. Jalen driving. Lost control, gets it back, now May. Inside in the corner, Martin thought about a three. Drive to the baseline and kick it out. Here's Swanner. Here's Horton. Anthony driving. Inside goes up. Nice little right-hand move from Anthony Horton. He put it in. The lead back to 6 at 36-30. Here's Blackman. Over to Thomas. Indians picking up the intensity as a fan group. Here's J.K. Thomas, cross court. Here's Simpson. Latrell inside. Threw it away. Here's Swanner. Now May. Up court to Horton. Anthony. Back to May. Here's Horton. Top of the key. Swanner. Now Martin. Jalen looking. Goes over to Swanner. Swanner driving inside. Brings it back out. Here's Jalen Martin. Three on the way. Short. Anthony Horton chased down the rebound. Here's Horton inside. No. You've got to be kidding me. No foul has been called for the Indians yet. Here's Howard. Shot up. Put it in. Because no foul is called, the Indians are struggling to score the basketball. They're getting hacked and just nothing being called. That's a typical Marion Mississinewa game. Here's Horton. Over to Swanner. Swanner with it. In the corner goes Jalen Martin. Now Swanner. Swanner inside. Landon. I don't understand why there's no fouls being called. Jump ball. Possession going to Marion. Skeens checks in. Swanner checking out. Eight-point lead for the Giants. The Indians are not out of this game at all. Here's Blackman. Jalen with it. Across half court. Almost threw it out of bounds. Here's Thomas. Cross court. Tyrese Cobb, now Blackman. Here's J.K. Thomas for three. Left it short. Rebound, Jalen Martin. Shoves it up the court to Horton. Anthony brings it back out. Horton inside Anthony, and he gets a foul, and the foul is going to be on Dre Aguilar, I believe, and that's going to be number 4 for Dre Aguilar. Foul is against Giant number 10, Dre Aguilar, his 4th and the team's first of the half. And Zach Randolph will go to this score table to check in. Horton at the line, free throw up for Anthony, put it in. 2 of 3 from the line tonight for Anthony Horton. 1 more for Anthony. He's done a great job from the line here this week. Second one, he put it in. That's a good sign. The lead back to 6 at 38-32. Indian fans starting to come to their feet, the bench up off their feet. Here is Blackman, over to Cobb. Cobb with it. Lost control, Indians with the basketball. Here's Horton out and running. Horton goes up, and he is fouled. Let's see, who is the foul going to be on? I believe it's going to be on Blackman. Nope. Yes, it is. Actually, it's on number 15, J.K. Thomas, his first, team second. Anthony Horton at the line for another 2. Free throw for Horton. Got it. 4 of 5 from the line for Anthony with 1 more to come. He can cut the lead to 4. 1 more for Anthony. It's up, and it's good. Anthony Horton, 5 of 6 from the line. The Indian fans to their feet. Here's Thomas inside. Oh my goodness. They called a blocking foul on Jalen Martin. I guess it's okay to extend your arm and shove him. Foul is on Indian number 12, Jalen Martin, his second. Indian fans can't believe it, and I can't either. It's still a 4-point game, and the Indians are not out of it at all. 38-34, 4:02 left to go in the third. Here's Cobb. Cobb with it. Kicks it out, Simpson. Cross court, Thomas. Here's Blackman for 3. Jalen Blackman, 3 is no good. Howard to Simpson, fakes a 3, driving inside. He's going to be fouled on the floor by number 10, Jared May, and Jared shakes his head because he knows he did foul him. He's agreeing with the call. It is a very good call by the official. It's only Jared's second, but it's 38-34. Here's Howard to Simpson. Simpson lost his dribble, now kicks it out. Here's J.K. Thomas. Thomas with it to Blackman for 3. Jalen Blackman's 3 is good. Here's May to Horton. Anthony with it. Horton driving inside, goes up, and he is fouled. And a foul is going to be called against Giant number 34, Karan Howard. That's going to be Howard's third. And let's see, a timeout, Marion. 41-34, 3:20 left in the third quarter. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School, 41-34, 3:20 to play in the third quarter. Anthony Horton at the line for 2 free throws. Two free throws coming for Horton. Anthony at the line First one's up and it rolls around no good, but that's okay. Still plenty of time to make up. One more for Anthony. Second one up and good. Anthony 6 of 8 from the line tonight. Here's J.K. Thomas. 6-point lead for the Giants. Thomas standing with it, top of the key. The Indians still stand in the 2-3 zone. Now Horton going to come up to put pressure. Blackman driving inside. Goes up with a wild shot and put it in. Here's May, an 8-point lead for the Giants. Jared hands it off to Heisman Skeens, and a foul going to be called on number 15, J.K. Thomas. The Giant fans, of course, don't like that. They don't like any call. That's the second foul on J.K. Thomas. Here's May to Skeens. Heisman hands it off to May. May driving with it, being fouled, no call. Now Heisman Skeens spots up for a three, no. Rebound, Tabit Galt. Galt goes up, no. Now, of course, like the official says all night, the ball's being palmed, but no. An offensive foul, J.K. Thomas with his third foul of the game and the third foul of the half. That's what Coach Everts likes to see. Of course, all night long, Tabit Galt has not been in the score column because every time he's attempted to shoot, he has been being just murdered down low. Here's Horton over to Martin. Martin dishes it off to Horton. Anthony driving inside, layup, put it in! A beautiful move by Anthony Horton. A 6-point lead again. 43-37, the Indians are not going away. 2 minutes to play, third quarter. Oh my goodness gracious. They called a touch foul on Anthony Horton. You've got to be kidding me. That is the first foul on Horton. Here is Blackman to Cobb. Tyrese, top of the key with the basketball. Pressure being applied by the Indians. Blackman from downtown. Jalen Blackman hit it from the parking lot. Here's Horton. Anthony with it. Driving inside. Horton goes up. Ball batted away. Horton to trigger the inbound. Here's Horton looking. Gets it out to Skeens. Now to May. Over to Jalen Martin. Martin back to Jared May. May inside. Shot up. No. Blackman floater. No. Rebound Skeens. Here's Jalen Martin. Fakes the three. Kicks it out. Here's Skeens over to Horton. Anthony directing traffic. Now goes in the corner to Heisman Skeens. Skeens to Galt. Galt inside. Shot up. Oh my goodness. An offensive foul. Good that you can see the offensive foul, but I don't understand why you're not seeing it when he's being fouled. That's the second foul on Tabit Galt and the team's fourth. Tay McClung going to check in. (46-37), 9-point lead for the Giants. 54 seconds to play in the third. Here's Blackman over to Thomas. Down to 43 seconds. Looks like the Giants are going to hold. Indian and Giant fans all rise to their feet with 30 seconds to play in the third. A 9-point lead for the Giants. Thomas directing traffic. The Giants are just going to hold. Down to 20 seconds. J.K. Thomas with 12 seconds. Thomas inside, shot up, blocked by May. Are you kidding me? They called a foul on Jared May. He had a handful of basketball, and they called a foul. An unbelievable call. You've got to be kidding me. You are a sectional championship official, and you're calling that a foul. Free throw by J.K. Thomas, no good. And like they like to say, ball don't lie, because that was not a foul. One more for J.K. Thomas with 5 seconds on the clock in the third. Free throw is good. The lead's 10. Here's Horton. Anthony to Jared May for three. No. At the end of the third quarter, 47-37. We're back in 1 minute. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. Fourth quarter underway. In 8 minutes, we'll find out if the Indians are sectional champions or if their season is over. It's going to be Indian basketball to start the fourth. Here's Horton. Underway in the fourth. Martin to Horton. Over to May. Jared looking. Over to Horton. Anthony driving inside. Kicks it back out. Jared May. Three. No good. Here's Blackman, defended by Horton. Horton all over Blackman. In the corner, Simpson back to Blackman. Ball batted away. It's staying with the Giants. Tabit Galt into the lineup for the Indians. Jalen Martin checks out. The Indians trail by 10. Cobb to Howard. Over to Thomas. In the corner, Simpson. Luttrell out to J.K. Thomas. Now Blackman. Jalen, defended by Horton. Now they're going to call Anthony Horton for a foul. That's the second foul on Anthony. Team's sixth of the half. Cobb to inbound. Here's Blackman. Jalen. He's being shoved off. Now Simpson. Out to J.K. Thomas. Thomas with it. In the corner, here's Cobb. Driving. Looks like he traveled, no call, of course. Here's Blackman. To Simpson. Simpson. Brings it out. A wide open three. Buried it. Here's Skeens to McClung, out to Galt, Tabbitt for three. Back at ya. Timeout, Mississinewa. 50-40. 6:27 left to go in the ball game. We are back in 30 seconds. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. 6:27 left in the game. The Indians trail by 10 after Tabbitt Galt knocked down a three. Giants with the basketball. Here's Blackman. Jalen with it. Across half court. Now J.K. Thomas. Here's Howard. In the corner, Thomas. J.K. fell down. Here's Cobb. Now they're going to call a foul on Connor Wilson. Jalen Blackman at the line for two shots. It's going to be a 1-and-1, so normally it's going to be two shots because he's a very good free throw shooter. First one up for Jalen is good. The lead back to 11 for the Giants. One more for Jalen. 6:04 left in the fourth. Second one up and also good. Here's Horton with a basketball for the Indians. Across half court he goes over to Jared May. May back over to Horton. Anthony, you're going to call out the half-court set for the Indians. Here's Horton. Over to Jared May. May asking for a screen from Galt. Now he gets it. A flop from Thomas. May pull up three. Jared May is a 1,000-point scorer. 1,001. The Indian fans to their feet. 52-43. Every single Indian fan to their feet. Here is Blackman, defended by Wilson and May. Double team, ball knocked away. Here's May, saves it to Wilson. Shot up, now it should have been goaltending, but Howard fell on his, oh my goodness, they gave it to Marion. Are you kidding me? That is a terrible call by the official. Now they changed the call. It is Indian basketball. I was getting ready to say, that is a terrible call. Now the officials got together and they made the right call because they knew that's the thing to do. That is a terrible call. It should have been goaltending for one, and then they tried to give Marion the basketball. 52-43, 5:09 to play. Karan Howard coming off the floor. Wilson to inbound the ball for the Indians. Connor looking. Looks. Gives it to Tabbitt Galt. Galt's being fouled, and then, of course, they're going to call a jump ball. You have got to be kidding me. 52-43. These are sectional officials, and as you can hear in the background, the Indian fans are booing because that's another bad call. (52-43). Jalen Blackman with the basketball. These are high school students, 17, 18 years old, some even younger, and they expect the officials to do their jobs. Here's a missed three from Simpson. Now May with it. It's game time for May. Jared over to Horton. Anthony with the ball, top of the key. Here is Tabit Galt. Inside, here's May from downtown again. Jared May, splish splash. Back to 6, 52-46. The Indian fans back to their feet. This place is erupting. Giant fans, Indian fans, all to their feet. Here's Blackman, standing top of the key. Blackman, inside, goes up. No, Aguilar. They're gonna call a boxing out foul. Sorry, Jared May, you can't box out, it's a foul. I thought the officials are doing a very good job, but they're not making the right calls they should be making. They're calling fouls on plays that are not fouls, and they're calling fouls that are little touch fouls. 52-46. Aguilar, free throw. In and out. Rebound, Tabit Galt. Jared May gets knocked to the floor and a no call. Here's Aguilar, saves it. And out of bounds for Dre Aguilar. He's jumping around obnoxiously. Sometimes you've got to get control of this basketball game. This is getting way out of hand. The Indian fans, the Indian players, the Giant fans, the Giant players, they're all acting ridiculous. The officials need to get this game under control. Here's May over to Horton. Across half court. Anthony Horton with it. Top of the key. Heisman Skeens with the basketball. Skeens to Horton. Anthony with it, brings it back out. Horton inside, goes up, left hand, put it in! It's a 4-point basketball game! 52-48. And over the line, J.K. Thomas stepped in bounds before he inbounded the basketball. That's a terrible mistake for Marion. It's Mississinewa basketball. A chance to bring it to 2 or a chance to bring it to 1. Here is May inbounding. Jared looking. Here's Skeens to Horton. 3:30 to play. Anthony with it. Brings it back out. Top of the key. Swings it over to Jalen Martin in the corner. Skeens. Heisman looking. He's going to bring it out to Martin. Gets a screen. Jalen to Skeens. Heisman gets a screen. Heisman, Skeens inside. Euro step. No. Not a very good shot. Back the other way. Here's Simpson with the ball. 3 minutes to play. 52-48. The Indian fans again to their feet. They've been standing. Jalen Blackman defended by Skeens. Skeens defending Blackman very, very well here this second half. Here's Jalen driving inside. Good defense. They're going to call a foul instead of calling a carry like it should have been called. You've got to be kidding me. Too bad we can't show you instant replay, or we would slow it down and show you he is carrying the basketball every time. Unbelievable. Blackman at the line, free throw up and good. The Indians they're not even out of this game. There's still plenty of time. Blackman again, up, missed it, rebound. It's going to be a jump ball, but the good news is it's Indian basketball. 53-48. The full court press coming from the Giants. Here's Skeens. Heisman. Crossed half court. In the corner, Martin. Jalen out to Skeens. Now Horton in the corner, May. Jared defended by Thomas. Here's Horton. Anthony to Jalen. Now Horton gets a screen. Pull up 2. He's fouled. And he's going to the line for 2. As always, the Giants players throwing their hands up. Sooner or later, the official's going to have enough and tee him up. Horton at the line. This is going to be free throws number 9 and number 10. 53-48, 2:19 to play. Horton, free throw, good. One more for Anthony Horton. 53-49. One more, second one, no good. Here's Thomas, Indians trail by 4. JK with it, lost control, taken away. Here's May, Jared, inside, off the glass, put it in! Jared May, 53-51. A timeout for Marion. 53-51, 2:07 to play. We're back in 1 minute. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. As you can hear, the fans to their feet yelling. It's a 2-point game with 2:07 to play. A stop here and a bucket for the Indians, and uh-oh, here we go. Here's Blackman. I'm sure Marion's going to milk the clock. Blackman across half court. Heisman Skeens is going to defend. If you're an official, you let it play out and you don't make a call that costs either one of the teams the game. Blackman with it. Skeens all over him. The Indian fans to their feet. Half of the Giant fans to their feet, the other half not. Here's Blackman. Blackman. Here he is, down to 90 seconds. Blackman defended by Skeens. He's going to bring it out. Here is Blackman. The Indian fans chant, "We are Ole Miss." Now they're going to double team Blackman. Here's Cobb. If you're Mississinewa, you might want to foul him if you're going to foul. Blackman to Cobb. Lost control. Thomas for 3. No. Rebound Cobb. Down to a minute. And now Simpson's going to be fouled. Simpson gonna be at the line. If he misses one, it's still one possession. If he makes them both, there's still plenty of time. All you had to do if you was Mississinewa was get a rebound. Now a 30-second timeout by Marion. 53-51, a minute to play. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School, where we have ourselves a basketball game. A minute to play. Latrell Simpson going to be at the line for Marion with 2 free throws. He makes one, it's a 1-possession game. He makes both, it's 2 possessions. Or even better, for the Indians, if he misses both, you're in good shape. There's still plenty of time. Simpson, free throw, up, and this one rolls in. One more for Latrell Simpson. Second one up, and good. May, here's Horton. 4-point lead. Horton with it. Anthony gets a screen. Here's Skeens. Martin fakes a 3. Now Skeens to May. May, pull up 3. Banked in. It should have been an and one. A 1-point game. 30 seconds to play. That should have been a foul. Here's Thomas. JK with it. And he's going to be fouled. No, a timeout by Marion. A full timeout. 55-54, 22 seconds to play. We're back in 30 seconds on the Tribe Sports Network. (55-54), 22 seconds to play. Marion gonna have the basketball. Could you imagine a steal? If you were an Indian, you either steal the ball or you foul instantly. You want Dre Aguilar to have the ball and you foul him because he's their worst free throw shooter. Simpson to inbound. Here we go. Latrell inbounding. The ball's loose. It's going to be Indians basketball. Mississinewa has the basketball. 21 seconds to play. Are you kidding me? Here we go. Is it showtime for Jared May? Yes, sir. That's my answer. The Indian players lock arms on the bench. They know this is their season. Will 64 years of frustration in tonight. Here's Horton. Anthony being fouled, no call. Horton to Skeens. Out to May. May knocked to the floor. No call. You've got to be kidding me. Tyrese Cobb, first of all, stepped out of bounds, then Mississinewa got fouled. Timeout, Marion. Coach Everts can't believe it, and I can't either. That's terrible. Now you're forced to foul. This game can't get any more crazy. 55-54, 13.7 seconds to go. Will Marion mess up a second time and the Indians have a chance? I think you've got to foul if you're the Indians. Here we go. Cobb to inbound to Blackman. If you're Mississinewa, you've got to foul. Now Skeens fouls Blackman with 9 seconds. I'm going to tell you what right now, Indian fans that are at home. Jalen Blackman's at least going to hit, well, let me rephrase. He's going to hit both of these. And then it's going to be go time for Jared May, and he's going to hit it, and it's going to overtime. That's my take on this. I think it's going to be, I know one thing, the ball's going to be in Jared May's hands. Blackman, a second one, up and good. Here we go. Horton with 8, 7, 6, 5. He fell down. Skeens throws it up. No, and that's the way the Indian season ends. Final score, 57-54. Marion's moving on.
At this time,